High in the air and catchable. Blanco hits a no-hitter for Tim Lincecum.
Here's a high drive, deep center field. Uh-oh! He's done it! He's hit for the cycle. Mike Trout, unbelievable. Sixth youngest player. The hit for the cycle, fourth in the live ball era. Goodness gracious, what a night.
Carpenter making everybody wait a little bit longer now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. 6-1 Boston. 9th inning of game 6. Koji ready. He turns on the rubber. The 2-2 home. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. The 2013 Red Sox are the world champions, and Boston strong. Bedlam at Fenway
Park. A nice aerial look of downtown Cleveland. It's Indians baseball, and it comes your way next. We've got baseball for you this afternoon from Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland. Today we wrap up the homestand with the 3rd of 3 between the San Diego Padres and the Indians. Here with another edition of Indians Baseball, I'm Matt Vasgersian. I'm joined by Eric Harris and Steve Lyons. And Eric, let's give the folks at home a look at what's happened in the first 2 games of the series.
Yeah, you see there, the home fans have got the brooms out for this one. The guys have taken the first 2 games of this 3-game series, and the way they're playing, they've got to be the favorites in this one too.
All right, Eric, Steve will join us in a moment, but first, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the visiting San Diego Padres, as their manager Bud Black will align his order like this. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher, whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number is right there on the right side of your screen. Everett Cabrera will head for the boxes. We are just about ready to get things going today. First pitch of the ball game is swung on and missed, and that's how we'll get things started this afternoon.
Well, that's a good location for the fastball there. That's what he'll need to do. Try to get the hitters to expand their zone. Get these guys reaching for stuff off the plate.
Oh, he waits back on the change there, and this is hit high and fairly deep out to left. And he's going to have extra bases right out of the chute today. And he is into second base as he kicks things off this afternoon with a double.
Boy, he just about kicked this one off with a bang. This one had a pretty good chance of getting out of here, but he'll wind up settling for a double off the wall and an explosive start to this game.
Cameron Maybin will stand in now, looking to get something to the right side with that leadoff man at second to start the ball game. And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. A runner at second, nobody out. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. pretty feeble effort that time as this is tapped in front of the mound. And he'll reach first safely.
Both of these guys at the top of the lineup can put a lot of pressure on the defense because of that speed. And here he beats this one out, and that's going to be ruled an infield single.
Yonder Alonso will stand in now in an early RBI spot in the top of the first. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Runners are at first and third with none out. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
With the first 2 guys of the inning on base, that's a big strikeout there on their number 3 hitter. They'll probably get 3 or 4 more shots at it before this game's over, but he might not get a better RBI opportunity than that one.
Carlos Quentin will stand in. He's got that average pushing up near 300 to start the new season. First pitch coming. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
Shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
Now a ball hit back up the middle. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game.
Just a simple ground ball right here, but that's going to do the trick. And that puts our first run on the board here on the RBI ground out.
Chris Denorfia will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Maben off of second, now the pitch. In there, no balls and a strike.
And he's probably a little bit upset with himself for giving up that early run, but he really reached back for something extra right there.
Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2. Runner holding tight at second, now the pitch. Sliced down the line at first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Padres 1. Tribe coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball. Now we'll look at the starting lineup for the Indians here. And on the mound to face this lineup, there you see the numbers for the hard-throwing right-hander Josh Johnson. Defensively, the Padres alignment will look like this. Standing in as the leadoff man, Michael Bourne, as he'll get things started in the home half of the first.
Center fielder, Michael Bourne.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Bourne in year 2 now of his 4-year deal. Year 1 found him finishing at .263, 6 homers, and 50 driven in.
And also 23 steals, which was down from his high of 61 back in 2011. I don't think that's a huge deal, but I do think the Indians would like to see him get on base a little more often this year.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Here's a softly hit ball back to him on the mound. Whoa, but that's just self-defense as he spears it for the out.
Well, that's a good pitch. Made him reach for that one, and when you make a guy reach, you rob him of his power, so this becomes an easy little looping liner.
Jason Kipnis will stand in with an even .300 average here in the month of April. Now the first pitch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Right back past him on the mound, and it's going to keep on going into center field. It's a base hit.
As a hitting coach, that's what you want your hitters to do. Hit the ball right back up the middle. Get into bad habits when you try to pull everything, but here just stays right on it, picks up a solid one-out single.
Michael Brantley will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. Throw comes back in quickly, so put the runners at first and second now, still with only 1 away. And a good at-bat there as that, in fact, stretches his hitting streak out to 9 games now. Brandon Moss will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. Fastball in there for a called strike.
0-1 is the count.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
A little bit of hang time there to that curveball. I don't think that's exactly where he's going to want to throw that pitch going forward. It worked out right there, but he better find a little extra snap on that pitch in the future.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Yeah, the hope there was that he could put the ball in place somehow. Instead, he strikes out, and you're thinking, oh, this is going to be trouble. But the throw here winds up being too late. This is going to go down as a double steal.
Carlos Santana will stand in, hoping to get things turned around here in April as he enters play with an average down in the 220s. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
That's the pitch he needs to get working here in this first inning. He can solve a few problems here if that pitch comes around.
There's a hard hit ball back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And the run will score from third as that ties things at 1. And they will tag him out at the plate. And that'll keep our ballgame tied up as the inning is over. Indians forced to settle for 1. Second inning coming up from Progressive Field. All tied at 1-1. Chase Headley will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Chase Headley.
First pitch on the way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Froze him on the bender there, and he's in the hole 0-2.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game, and you want to work the count a little, but those were two pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. There to take it in is Kipnis, and there's one away.
Well, this is just kind of a little soft humpback liner, and these look like the easiest plays in the world, but Eric will tell you, sometimes a ball can knuckle on you a little bit. It didn't happen to him right there, and that's an easy play.
Jed Jerko will dig in now, and as you can see, he's well over 300 here to start this new campaign. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1.
Whether you like it or not, now that you've seen what the strike zone's going to be like, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Just overmatched him there. It's a 1-2 fastball, and this is right by him. Absolutely no contest.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in now the left-handed hitting Will Venable. That hits the outside corner. It's strike one.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
2 out, nobody on. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Good hard slider at 88. It's 1-2 now. One-two pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. And Bourne is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Padres down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second, tied at 1. Nick Swisher will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night.
Nick Swisher.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. On to first is Cabrera, and that's the first out.
And right here, if the defense is playing straight up, you figure this has a good chance to get up the middle. But you can see the shortstop lining up just to the right of second base, so the shift works to a T, and they get the 6-3 putout.
Yan Gomes will stand in, and you see the slow start by the numbers as he's struggling to crack 200 on this new season. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Here's a fly ball now headed out to Maben in center. And there's the second out of the inning.
Batting eighth, third baseman,
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. A couple of hits in that ball game last night. Good fastball out of Johnson there, and it's strike one.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him, because that thing was right down Broadway.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Maben has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. Through two, we're tied one apiece. Yasmani Grandal will stand in, and you see the average there, up over 300 to start the new season. Now the first pitch. In there, and it's 0-1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning. Everett Cabrera will try again here. He doubled to kick off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And he'll lay off a fastball up in the zone here, and that brings it to 2-1 now.
And after that double in his first at-bat, you can tell they're approaching him with a bit more caution here. As well they should.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And a full count now, 3-2. Now a swing here on the fastball as this is squirted up the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Cameron Maben will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Ready now on 1-1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Now a ball hit high and deep out there to left center field. Bourne retreats to the track and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Jose Ramirez makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Jose Ramirez.
Here's a swing and a ground ball. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. And the underhanded throw gets him for the out.
Well, that's a nice backhand play right there. Towards the hole, he has to lead his pitcher to the bag, and he does it to perfection.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the speedy center fielder, Michael Bourne. Now a ball sprayed foul into the seats near third. 1 out, nobody on. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. This is hit sharply to the left side. And Bourne is aboard here. It's a base hit.
He's gotten off to a really slow start here in April. Well, maybe this can help him snap out of it. That's a sharp single there.
Jason Kipnis will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. Bourne's running. Pitch outside. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Well, they've got to figure out some way to shut down the game. And I think it has to start out there on the mound with maybe the guy holding on to the ball a little bit longer or showing a couple different looks because they've been reading him like a book so far.
1 out and a runner on second base. Fouled straight back. Oh, here's a ball smoked into the gap in right center, and he was all over that one. It should be extra bases. And that'll score the run from second as they jump in front now, 2-1.
Here's another look at this swing in show motion. Check out the hands getting into good position. The hips start to rotate and then whack. That's great extension all the way through the ball. That's the perfect swing right there.
Michael Brantley will stand in. A base hit his first time around. And a good first pitch as he gets him to bounce one on the ground out towards second. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Well, at the very least, he does move that runner up to third base. But with 2 away now, I don't think that's exactly what he was hoping to accomplish. I think he wanted to drive him in.
Brandon Moss will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Here comes the pitch to Moss. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Whew, that's a heck of a challenge there, especially with 2 outs and a base open.
Let's go, Brandon.
Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
On the ground to second. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Yonder Alonso will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
First baseman, Yonder Alonso.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Fouled back. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though. One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and eat you up.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
And that's the second time he's been set down on strikes so far in this ballgame. He just looks like a spectator up there. I think you need to be a little more protective up there with 2 strikes.
Carlos Quentin will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. And he takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
One-two pitch is a curveball that misses 2-2. And the pitch. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Chris DeNorfio will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. Here's the first offering. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul for strike 2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They still trail it here 2-1. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Carlos Santana will settle in to lead things off here for Cleveland. Goes the other way as this is down the line at third. And no shot there for Headley. It's past him, a fair ball. So with the leadoff man on base, time to reach back into the feverish days of the 1980s, where video game baseball meant using your joystick to control 3 men on a black screen. It's today's version of this date in baseball history. Nick Swisher will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone, but you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
And this will be fouled away. And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. And that's going to be a base hit for Swisher. Throw comes back in quickly, so they're at first and second now with nobody out.
Yeah, and normally with him at the plate, you're going to see that defense in that big overshift. But with a runner on first base, they can't really do that much. So here, he just uses that to his advantage, and he finds a hole right through the right side.
Yan Gomes will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Now he squares and gets one down. Only play for Johnson is at first, so the sacrifice is successful.
I don't think you can ask for a whole lot more right here. You get back-to-back singles, then a good sacrifice, and just like that, they're set up for what could be a big inning.
So it's second and third with 1 gone now. And standing in, the left-handed hitting third baseman, Lonnie Chisenhall. And here's a swing and a ball lifted in the air into fairly deep center field. Maben is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. But he will not try it as he heads back to the bag. And I thought he had it easily, but he apparently didn't think so, and there are 2 gone now.
This seems like an awfully big mistake to make out there. It's going to cost him a run. I can't think of a reason why he's not tagging up there. No excuse for it.
Jose Ramirez will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And a curveball in for a strike.
Boy, and if these guys come away with nothing here, we'll have squandered a real good opportunity.
And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
2 runs, 7 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Indians strand a couple. They lead it 2-1. Chase Headley will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. Now a big swing as this is popped up, and I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. And the leadoff man gone now to start the 5th.
Boy, that's just another off-balance swing right there. Not only are these guys light on hits, they're not even making solid contact right now.
Leadoff man retired, and here's Jed Jerko. Now here's the first pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And after the strikeout his first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
Three and 0 now. Pitching him pretty careful here, wouldn't you say?
Well, it's possible to be too careful. I mean, this is not a Silver Slugger award winner up there. You want this guy to hit the ball and put it in play.
5th inning, 2-1 our score. And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
Just the first walk he's given up here so far to go along with just the 2 hits. So he's been pretty well in command throughout this entire start.
Will Venable will try it again. He flew out his first time. First offering on the way. And he takes ball 1.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
1 run, 2 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. On the ground for Kipnis. This could be 2. A bare hand for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Michael Bourne will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Center fielder, Michael Bourne.
Opposite field to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
And as we take a look at his pitch count so far, sometimes numbers can be misleading. You see the 38 strikes there, but a lot of those have been on pitches out of the zone that he's gotten guys to swing at.
So the base is empty here with one away. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. And he'll go after the second pitch of the inning as this is on the ground over to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are two away now. Michael Brantley will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Now this ball is also swung on and also hit on the ground to first. On to the bag with it himself is Alonso, and that's out number 3. Just a 4-pitch inning there as the Indians go down quietly. They still lead it 2-1. Yasmani Grandal will come forward now to start out their half of the 6th, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had them off balance all game.
And here's the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Ball 2 now.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Now the 2-0. And there's the first strike, 2-1.
Yeah, he got his 2-0 fastball, but it wasn't in that one place, one spot that we always talk about. So that was a good idea to let that one go and wait for something else.
Now a big swing, and this is a major league pop-up. Way up there toward the center of the diamond. And Chisenhall calls for it and takes it for the first out.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
So 1 away in the inning now for the shortstop, Everett Cabrera. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
Comes with a slider, 3-0, but gets it over for strike 1.
He can afford to be patient here because all he's looking to do is get on base and do his damage from there.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
I think the sound you hear right now might be that train whistle pulling into the station for the final time. Look, he's given his all out there, but you start to get the sense that this guy may have reached the end of the line.
Cameron Maben will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. 1-0 on the way. And a fastball swung on and hit in the air to left. There to pull it in is Brantley, and there are 2 gone now. Yonder Alonso will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. First pitch to him. And this is fouled straight back. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Now a ground ball towards the hole. It's flagged down deep in the hole. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. 1 left for San Diego. Our score remains 2-1. Brandon Moss will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
Carlos Santana will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. Ball 1.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
1 out, nobody on. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. In there, 2-2. And here's a pitch swung on and sent on the ground to short. Throw on to first, and Johnson's keeping these bats at bay here. Quickly 2 away.
You know, he's only got 2 strikeouts in the game so far, but he's really done a nice job of keeping guys off balance, and that's been the big key for him.
Nick Swisher will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
I don't think this is what he intended to have happen, but it's going to work out for him. Once he saw the ball get by the pitcher's mound, we knew it was going to be a tough play. And sure enough, he winds up beating this thing out for an infield single.
Yan Gomes will stand in. Sacrifice bunt his last time. Now a fastball swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And see you later. That one is gone. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left, and the Tribe have opened it up to 4-1.
Got to be out there on the mound saying, what on earth just happened? He was cruising along. He got the first 2 outs in on 2 pitches. Single, home run. I tell you, you can't let your guard down for 1 second out there or you're going to get burned.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And this is going to be a foul ball. In the air to right center. Denorfia is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Indians get a couple of runs here on the strength of this 2-run home run. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. It's now 4-1 in favor of the Indians. Back here in Cleveland, 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings. Carlos Quentin will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
This whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
Scott Atchison will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Scott Atchison.
Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Moss is there to put this one away, and it takes just 1 pitch to record the first out of the 7th.
And even with the new pitcher in there, I think you tip your cap a bit to that starter. I mean, he gutted out 6 tough innings, and he's given his guys a good chance at victory if this bullpen can hold the lead.
Chris Denorfia will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. First pitch coming. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
That's a good pitch right there. Inside part of the plate. Just too tardy of a swing to get the hands through the zone. And as a result, it's just a little humpback liner and an easy out.
Chase Headley will stand in now, hoping to get on top of one for a change. He's popped out in successive plate appearances. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Brantley has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Padres down in order, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Nick Vincent will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 50, Nick Vincent.
Jose Ramirez will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
The shortstop, Jose Ramirez.
First pitch misses here to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 9 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Denorfia moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. One out now for the Indians in their 7th, and that'll bring in the speedy center fielder Michael Bourne. Here's the first offering. First pitch here is another fly ball. This one out to left field, and the catch made by Quentin out there for route number 2. Jason Kipnis will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. The left-handed hitting Kipnis awaits the 1-0. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees, 1-1. Out in front as he yanks this down the line at first. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Jed Jerko will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Second baseman, Jed Jerko.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. And this is fouled back and out of play. just a touch outside. 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Again, a 1-2. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Ramirez retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for out number 1. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the two starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. So one man gone for the Friars in their half of the 8th, and standing in now the left-handed hitting Will Venable.
Your attention, please. Now
So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the 9th inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Our line scorer here from Progressive Field. Tribe leading this one in the 8th as they look to put the finishing touches on a solid home win. Yasmani Grandal will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
When he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
Good pitch there on 1-2 as this is pulled down to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They trail it 4-1. Michael Brantley will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Fouled back. And this is swung on and sent on the ground to first. And the underhanded throw gets him for the out.
A nice play there heading to his right. makes the nice backhanded stop on this ball, and he hits his pitcher right in stride. That's well done.
Brandon Moss will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Now a swing here and another ground ball headed to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out.
Well, in most cases, once he kicks this thing, it's going to be a sure error. But luckily for him, he's got a diesel tanker headed down the first baseline. So he's able to gather this thing up and still get the out at first.
Carlos Santana will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And this ball will be chopped foul. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And now a sharply hit ball toward the right side as this gets foul past the coaching box. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Ready with another 0-2. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Here's a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3, but they lead it 4-1. Everett Cabrera will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the 9th.
Shortstop.
Cody Allen is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 39, Cody Allen.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Now a swing and a ball hit high in the air into shallow left center. Ramirez is there, one quick out to start inning number 9.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Cameron Maben will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike one.
Ah, that thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
I don't think anyone's going to be too upset that they have to leave this place after the game. This series has been a nightmare.
Yonder Alonso is the last chance now with 2 out here in the ninth. Goes the other way as this is line to left. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit.
And a rarity for him right there.
The batter,
Just their
left
third
fielder,
hit of the ball game, and
Carlos
we're in the
Quinton.
ninth inning. They've had the bats completely taken out of their hands so far.
Carlos Quinton will stand in. He flew out his last time up. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Danger here as this is a guy who can make this a one-run game.
And if he does, make him do it out to right field. I wouldn't give him anything he can pull.
And a good eye there from the young slugger Quinton as it's 2-0 now. And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. And from that man's perch in the first base dugout, more of the same.
You know, I think the calls have gone both ways, but I bet you'd have a really hard time convincing him of that.
And now this relatively sparse crowd comes to their feet one final time. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
And these guys continue to play good baseball, good fundamental baseball, and they finish off the 3-game sweep here in front of the home crowd.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, not the longest outing he'll ever have. He only made it 6 full innings, but he definitely brought his good stuff to the ballpark, and he winds up helping his guys get out of here with a victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 4-1. So long from Cleveland.
The final line score. For the Padres, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base.